What up, what up, what up? Welcome back to the greatest podcast on the face of the earth by none other than me, LeVar Walker. What's popping? Was good? Everybody on all platforms was good, man. I just wanted to check in. First of all, I want to start off this show by thanking everybody that came out to check me out at the Atlanta Comedy Theater, man. It was a stone cold groove. Everybody that came to check me out at the Atlanta Comedy Theater, man, shout out to all of you guys. I, I really can't thank you all enough for that support. It means the world to me. I did a lot of hustling with that show, a lot of promoting, a lot of calling people, DMing people. Um, but to those of you who could make it, I really appreciate that. And I even appreciate all of you who lied and said you were coming but did not. Um, just know who you are. And when this shit gets to popping, I'm a petty motherfucker. So you're going to think I'm acting funny. And I'm not going to say anything because I'm a Virgo. That's some Virgo shit. And, we be in our feelings about certain shit. But we don't say shit, though. You know what I mean? We just, you know. But y'all will see. Y'all will see. But it was a great show. And if you couldn't make it, you can go right over on YouTube. It's doing pretty good. I put one of the shows up on YouTube. You can go to my YouTube page, LeVar Walker TV, and check that out. And also, if you guys would do me a favor and sign up for my email list at levarwalker.me, because a lot of times when I have these shows, it's very difficult to get through to people. I spent all this money and shit on Facebook, and sometimes, I spent all this money. People click the link 10,000 times, and the ticket sales don't seem to reflect that. So I'm trying to figure it out. If you rock with me, sign up for my email list. Once again at LeVarWalker.me, man. But no, the show was great. The show was great. And I like to say this, my shows are not shows. What we have are community meetings and gatherings at my shows, where I do straight stand up, not music cue shit and skits and fucking diving. No, it's just really one on one. It's a really interactive experience. If any of you guys came, you can just chime in the comments. If any of you guys made it out to the show, chime in. I'll hear somebody say I killed it in Dallas. And like I tell everybody, man, I'm just building one step at a time, one brick at a time. My son's barber and friend of mine, Dre, he asked me, he said, because Dre talk like this, hey man, do you think that the agency or somebody can do this or that? And I said, no, all this shit is up to me. It's all on me. It's all on each individual artist. That's it. Like, nobody can save a comic in 2024 and beyond. You got this thing called the internet, and you have to build your own fan base. And getting a promise from some Hollywood person, that shit don't mean nothing. Like, nobody cares. Nobody watches television. I'm sorry. I was just on a show that y'all probably didn't even watch. You know what I mean? It was a great show, but it ended up getting canceled. It was a great opportunity. Shout out to Amy Schumer, everybody at Life and Beth. A wonderful show. Unfortunately, we were canned, but that's okay though. And the beauty about that whole show was I got to play myself, meet a pharmacist. If you haven't seen it, go over to Hulu, check it out. We got 2 seasons. Yeah, shout out to whoever this is, all 8 of us. That's great. This is what I'm talking about. You see this? You said we all here, LeVar, all 8 of us. And you know what? I'm gonna tell you something, sir. And I appreciate all 8 of you. And if I was doing this shit and there was one person, I would be appreciative of that. You have to learn that. You know what I mean? Like, I don't I said this on the last podcast I did. I'm not seeking validation. I view my podcast, or whenever I do this podcast, as the biggest fucking podcast on earth. There is no greater podcast than me sitting up here talking. I need no validation. I don't need just one person. If it's zero people, I don't need the validation. And I think we have to, understand that. I think if each person stopped looking for validation and clout and shit, we would be better. You know what I mean? I think we would all be better off as a people and just build it out the mud, get it out of the mud, and then we can collaborate with each other and just pull this shit out, man. You know what I mean? I built all this. Like people think I be in the studio, but I'm really at the crib. You know what I'm saying? So I built all this shit so I could, just get my word out and whatever's on my mind when I want to talk. So here I am. Um, oh, thank you. Somebody asked about my dad. My dad is doing great. He's in recovery right now. He's going to do 14 days of recovery. I talked about that. My father had a mild stroke, very mild stroke. He had what's called a TPA. What is it? It's transit a TIA, a transient ischemic attack. Very, very mild. You might get some twisting of the mouth and muscles that get stuck and paralyzed. Basically, my father had his, I talked to him and his check engine light came on and shut his ass down. And we are going through this as a family, and he's good. He's in rehab right now. He couldn't be happier. He's going to spend 14 days in rehab, and he needed that because my mama is riding his ass. And that's out of love because she wanted to make sure her husband is okay. That's what my mom wants to do. She wants to make sure my dad is all right and doing what the hell he's supposed to do. So it was good. It was painful at first, but he's in great spirits. He has a positive mind. We're about 100% sure he's going to pull through. Every day I talk to him, there is a remarkable improvement, like every single day. And I'm guessing with the TIA, with a TIA with a small stroke like that, you literally have to relearn how to do shit. Like I'm watching my dad relearn how to move his hand, how to move the left side of his body, how to, he gonna have to relearn how to talk. Well, he can talk, but he gonna have to relearn the vocal cords and shit. It's a great reset for the body, which has pushed me. I'm back running and shit every day because and I'm gonna have to be more careful about what I eat. You just got to be so much more disciplined now. I guess because the older we get, uh, the more brittle and shit we become, the more delicate we become. And like I miss my 20s, man. Shit, you could go get drunk, toe up, man. You leaving the club at 2:30 in the morning, and you got to be at work at 8, and you would get there. You'd have a little headache, but you could drink you some water. You was like a cartoon character or some shit. That's what it was like in your 20s. Now, I'll be 47 this year, and it's like, man, I this shit be hurting like for no reason. Like I could walk outside. There's nothing wrong. I didn't hit nothing. And I'm just in pain, like a little pain or something. Or I get out the shower, I see a new growth. It's always a surprise when you get up in age in your 40s. I'm damn near 50 years old. So you know what I'm saying? It's what it is, but it's a it's a beautiful thing. It's just a part of life. But I've realized through my father, you know what I mean? I saw my own mortality, and he told me that because shit, I was walking. I'm telling him on Facebook, oh, it took the old man having a heart attack for you to walk. I said, yes, the hell it did. Yes, it did. Shit, I I saw that. You know what I mean? Because I got my son is 9. Shit, I want to get him through college and shit, and see him married and whatever. So yeah, it's very important. We got to take care of ourselves. It just got to be disciplined because it's just so much shit. just around for us to eat, man. You know what I mean? Especially working as a comedian now. It's just liquor and fried chicken and shit. It's just everywhere. It's like water. It's just people bringing that shit up to you, and I literally have to say no. Like now, I used to sometimes, if every once in a while, if I work out on stage, I might give me Tito's and cranberry. I might take a sip or something, but I just can't. You know what I mean? Like when I'm headlining, I need all my faculties in order. Like I like to be sharp. I like to be thinking because it helps me to tie the jokes. Because if you on stage for an hour and like my hour, I really make people laugh. It's not just me talking or doing a it's not me talking or doing a fucking TED talk, which is the new style of comedy for whatever reason. It's just not really about funny. But I have to remember a lot of shit. So you just up there and you literally going through you going through your set. Sometimes I drink on stage, I repeat the same joke. I'm like, damn, I said that. Damn. You know what I mean? So, but it's a respect for not only myself, but for my audience and for people who paid the money to see me. Um, but yeah, everything is good. Show was good. Got back after the show. Went down to Chattanooga. Took the family to Ruby Falls, which is a stone's throw away from Atlanta, but it was very relaxing. We went. Ruby Falls is like it's a waterfall inside of a mountain. It's beautiful. I mean, if any of you guys live in Atlanta, it's a great place to go. I should have did one of them little TikToks that y'all do and say, yeah, we here we are. I'm taking my family. We're at Ruby Falls, but it was beautiful. I mean, just inside of that cave, you just feel like it's God. You know what I mean? Because the art and the way that the cave is opened up and just everything. You see these formations. And when I'm talking about formations inside of a cave, a formation is like a mineral deposit. So, like when water gets into a cave, the water that drips down, minerals will stay deposited. And over a period of time, these formations grow. And the formations can be ferric oxide or whatever different type of mineral. But what's so crazy about this shit is that they grow a half of an inch every 100 years. So inside of this mountain, we seeing shit like these shit's like 6 million. I mean, I think she said the scientists said some of them are 6 million years old. You know, and then the rest are thousands of years old. So you just feel that shit. You know what I mean? Like you feel like, oh man, this is God's work, and it's very cool in the mountain. It stays at a 60 degrees no matter how hot or cold outside it is, and then you get to the waterfall. It was just a beautiful sight to see. And we were able to relax and just spend time together as a family because, you know, that's all it's about, really. I'm gonna be honest. I was just thinking about some shit, and with my dad going through that, and you just think about life, and I just came to the conclusion: don't none most of this shit really doesn't matter. Most of this shit we complain about, most of these little punk ass problems we had, they don't matter because our lives on the earth are just so short. And you think about the planet is probably over 6 billion years of age. We're here, you lucky to reach 90. You're here 90 years. That's extremely short. Like we really, in the scheme of things, time is relative. And if the earth is 6 billion years, we all as humans are living the life of a fly. You know what I'm saying? Like we think it's longer than it is, but it's really not. So the only shit that really matters, your family and close friends. And that's why like being in the business, as long as I've been in the business, I just I'm just totally different from when I was in my 20s doing comedy to now. Cause you just realize nothing matter, and then you realize how fake motherfuckers is, and the business is just fake itself. You know what I'm saying? So you don't really have a lot of friends. You have more associates and shit. You have to be careful with that friend word because you're dealing with a lot of people, and including myself. To be able to go talk to strangers as I'm doing right now. And I don't consider y'all no strangers, but I don't know who watching this. It's people that I don't know that are watching it, but it's weird. You know what I mean? This is some weird shit. Even when I'm in the comedy clubs, it's weird. So you have to. It is a certain upbringing that causes this, but when you're dealing with these other personalities in entertainment, you just meet fucking weirdo. You just meet weird ass people. You see people, they value the value systems are fucked up. So you just have to be I particularly have to be very, very mindful. And that's why I get called an asshole a lot because I can see through most of that shit, bro. Like, fuck out of here. I see you. I see you. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I see what the fuck this is. It's fake. It's fake. And entertainment is a house of cards. It's a house of cards that can be blown down rather quickly. You see Bill Cosby. It's like any little blow in the wind, especially now in this cancel culture shit and all this shit that's going on. Your whole fucking career is wiped clean. This is what this business entails. But I still love it at the end of the day. So uh it's what it is, man. I saw today that in Atlanta, a club that I had visited before. I don't do clubs, you know what I'm saying? But every once in a while, like my friend, like if I get a friend to come in town, some shit they want to go out. But I visited this club, Red Martini in Atlanta. It's off Peachtree Street. Matter of fact, it used to be around this little sports bar. We used to do comedy in it. It was the white sports bar called Hole in the Wall. But the Red Martini Lounge, they were evicted today out of the lounge. They just evicted. They threw all their shit out. They threw out the couches, the hookahs. They threw all that shit into the middle of the street and they cleared all the liquor out. They just set all the cases and shit of liquor everywhere. And then I looked on Instagram and I saw niggas from everywhere. There was niggas falling out the sky to get that liquor. They were not playing. They were out and about. And I ain't gonna lie, if I would have been driving by, I'd have been like, fuck it, I probably would have threw me a case in there. But hey, this is entertainment. I have to just speak for the entertaining point. But it was still kind of sad to just see everybody snatching that shit. I would think they would just at least get in a single file line and be respectful. Um, but that's wild. I had a couple people call me. They were saying some people don't have empathy for it. I had one friend call me. He was like, man, fuck them motherfuckers, man. Them motherfuckers charging all that motherfucking money for a section and shit. Nigga ain't got money for the rent. How the fuck you charging 400-500 for the bottle, motherfucker? You can't pay the rent in this bitch. Fuck these people. And then he took 2 or 3 cases, I think, and it's what it is. The nightclub life in Atlanta, I checked out of that shit a long time ago. It's annoying for me to go out, and because the most annoying thing to me about the Atlanta nightclub scene, this is the most annoying thing, and this showed me that they don't respect black people, and these are other black people. Or you know what I mean? Like these are other blacks, whether they Ethiopian or what the fuck, we all look alike. And what pisses me off most about a lot of these clubs is the $25 to $30 fucking parking. I don't go to those places. I don't go. I don't go. If you have $20 and $30 fucking parking outside of your establishment, I'm not coming. Because I realize at that point you don't fucking respect me. And the biggest slap in the face is that a lot of these establishments, and I want y'all to do y'all research, black people, a lot of these establishments that are charging you $20 and $30 parking, they don't do that shit on the white night. They have white nights, and the parking is complimentary valet. But here these motherfuckers want to rob me in the name of blackness. No, fuck out of here. No, no. If I can park at Nobu with complimentary valet, if I can park at Cheetah with complimentary valet, I'm getting complimentary valet wherever the fuck I go because they respect my dollar. I'm not spending my money when my shit ain't. There we go. Sorry about that, guys. I don't know what's up with this damn Wi-Fi signal. I'm gonna have to plug this shit in or something. What do I have plugged in right now? Oh yeah, I can unplug that. Let me plug this damn Wi-Fi in. Hell yeah, party at the house. That's the best shit to me. Shit, I'll be in this crib, me and my wife. We have a good time. She lay out some food, shit. We lay up in here and just vibe. You know what I'm saying? Watch big TV, watch a movie or something, sit in no goddamn club. And then niggas don't even dance in the club. No, what's the purpose of the fucking club? Motherfuckers ain't even dancing. Everybody on their goddamn phone. Most people at the club on their phone looking at me do a video or some shit, or looking at whoever do videos. That's what they doing. It's weird. It is really, really weird. Hopefully we should have a more stable internet connection now. But yeah, I can't do it. I saw a picture of Future recently, and he was in the club, and the picture of Future in that club, it looked exactly like me the last time I was. And I fall asleep too, bro. I am the guy that all the memes. I fall out when I go to the club, bro. I listen. If I go to the club at 47, nigga, I got to get in there about 7 and I'm leaving about 7:45. I can't sit in there to no 2 or 3 in the morning. I just cannot. I can't do it. Now the last event I went to is when I did Comic View with Heartbeat for Heartbeat Weekend. Kevin had all the comics had like a nice section and shit. That was pretty cool. We had all the liquor and got down. But other than that, I'm good because I was getting the VIP treatment that I didn't have to pay for. Come on, come on. What's wrong with this shit? And we are back to school now. That's another thing too. These kids are getting back to school. I took my son. We met his teacher. Very nice lady. Uh, all the kids are going back, and we this signal sucks up here. Hold on. Let me see. I don't know why that's going in and out. I'm gonna have to do a reboot of this system. Well, yeah, we my son, he's back in school now. Well, he's starting Friday. That's his first day. He goes to a Christian school, and we had met his teacher, very nice lady, and we had to take back the class turtle. We ended up keeping his class turtle. The class turtle stayed with us the whole summer. Very nice Russian tortoise that we had, and it was cool. I played with. I let her walk around and shit. Very sweet turtle. And if you ever got a chance, there's nothing more beautiful than to watch a turtle eat a piece of lettuce. I don't know what that is, but it's really dope. Shut your ass up, David Johnson. Talking about my Wi-Fi trash. Kiss my ass, David. Kiss my ass. He knows fake people. Is it just man to know you goddamn right. I'm gonna call them fake heads. Cause ain't no more crackheads no more. I mean, the crackheads done died out. Is there still a lot of people on crack, or am I in a bubble? Is there still a lot of people on crack, or am I? I might be in a bubble, but it seems like crack is just pretty much out. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I don't know, guys. What else is going on? I've been watching a lot of them balloon videos and shit. Everybody's leaving because of this signal. Am I back? I don't know why this Wi-Fi. I gotta call AT&T, man. They be bullshit. No, I don't have nothing coming up with all deaf. I only did the well when I did the I only did all deaf one time. I only did all deaf when we did the sit down roast. That was it. I only did that shit one time. The other show I did was Cancel Court. Shout out to them brothers over there, man. Them some good brothers out of the Midwest, out of Detroit. Don't do this to me, Patricia. Patricia say David was right. Patricia, don't start this shit. That AT&T is garbage. Y'all got to tell me who I need to get so I can get a strong ass signal up here. Tired of this. But damn, I forgot. I lost my train of thought. I'm getting old, y'all. Y'all got to keep me on my train of thought. Yeah, I'm back. I got they put the fiber optics around the house, and I don't understand. And it's hard to get through to AT&T now. That shit like a monopoly, so they don't really be responding or nothing. Who else can you go to? Especially I live out in the woods too, so it's getting more and more difficult. Hell no. You say I'm up there with Corey Holcomb, the legend. Let me tell y'all about these bitch ass niggas. I knew that nigga was a bitch ass nigga. I saw the shit. I saw it. Goddamn Corey Holcomb. I used to be shit. Me and Corey I did a college with Corey one time. Corey drove. We was in a little ass car. When we went there to college. Somewhere, I forgot the name of that school, but I know we was outside in a fucking field. We was in a field. I worked with Corey. You know what? I need to talk to y'all about that. So I work with a lot of, legendary comedians now because I started in 2002, and then I was hosting Uptown and then doing fucking colleges and shit back in the day. I used to do a lot of colleges, but I stopped doing them. I just couldn't do it. Once you get I'm not knocking no comic that's still doing do you, but for me, once I hit like in my 40s, man, I couldn't do the colleges no more because I just felt like a fucking clown. Like, you know what I mean? Because now the generational difference is just so far out. And these kids are like old enough to be my children. And I couldn't do them no more. All right, there we go. It did it again. Greg Giles has a question. What? Oh, fuck. Greg, let me see. Everybody checking out on me on Instagram. Yeah, this shit is tripping. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm trying to get it. Okay. What did Greg say? Greg, what do I think about Snoop in the Olympics? I think it's cool. Shit, Snoop get his money, man. I mean, shit, dude, we in a whole different world, bro. You know what I'm saying? Let Snoop get his goddamn bag. You know what I mean? Like, you saw the beginning of the Olympics. They had the people with the Last Supper shit. we're in a world now where you can't hold judgment, right? We're in this world where you just let people do what the fuck they want to do. It's what you gonna do? What are you gonna do? It's just it's just what it is. I mean, like even when the people did the Last Supper shit, it's like whatever. It don't bother me no more. I just don't pay shit no attention. I don't let shit get me worked up. If you want to go be whoever you want to be, but I don't give a fuck. If you think you a squirrel or a dog or a fucking cat, do what you want. Just leave me the fuck alone. I really don't care. It's literally that these are the times we're living in now. Nobody you see the weirdest shit, but you can't say anything about it. You just keep going. But I know like human civilization is beginning to collapse. Human civilization is beginning to collapse. As a matter of fact, I was looking on my phone and I saw a very very interesting article. And like right now, people are having children. People are not having children. I know some of y'all, yeah, they are. I'm talking from a worldwide standpoint. People are not having children, and they've talked about it as a fertility crisis. I guess these chemicals and all these plastics and shit in the water people, and then it's more than that. I think even outside of that, I just think everybody watching everybody trying to keep up with everybody seeking some validation from another person that don't give a fuck about them, and we all just chasing each other, and people aren't really valuing what's real, which is family. Even when I look at my mom taking care of my dad, you know what I mean? Like, that's a huge blessing. Like, what if, and I'm not saying, look, I know people pass and sometimes people aren't people, but it's just fucked up now, man. I don't know. So the facts of the so-called fertility crisis are well publicized. Birth rates in the United States have been trending down for nearly 2 decades, and other wealthy countries are experiencing the same. Among those proposing solutions to reverse the trend, the conventional wisdom goes that if only the government were to offer more financial support to parents, birth rates would start ticking up again. But what if that wisdom is wrong? I think that's wrong because I don't think, I think a lot of young ladies, you know what I mean, they want to get their careers, which is nothing wrong with that. They don't want families and shit, you know what I mean? They just vibing, I guess, but I, I won't say all of them, but I do think a big majority of them will feel some kind of way as they age up and they're alone, and we still do have a fertility crisis as well. But let me read. Let's get deeper into this. Let's get deeper into this. So in 1960, American women had on average 3.6 children. In 2023, the total fertility rate, the average number of children a woman expects to have in her lifetime was 1.62, the lowest on record and well below the replacement rate of 2.1. Meanwhile, rates of childlessness are rising. In 2018, more than 1 in 7 women aged 40 to 44 had no biological children, compared with 1 in 10 in 1976. And according to a new report from Pew Research Center, the share of American adults younger than 50 who say they are unlikely to ever have children rose 10 percentage points between 2018 and 2023 to 47%. So the biggest problem that we're going to have going forward as our asses age, there won't be anybody, like, we're going to tie up whatever youth that we have to take care of our old ass until they get sick of us and just probably want to put our old asses to sleep so they can move along with society. In mainstream American discourse, explanations for these trends tend to focus on economic constraints. People are deciding not to have kids because of the high cost of childcare. Now, that is a big thing. Like now they getting ridiculous just with summer camps and shit. Summer camps are running like 1,000 a week. It's like summer camp is getting crazy. A lack of parental leave and the wage penalty mothers face. Some policymakers and concerned citizens suggest that expensive government interventions could help change people's minds, but data from other parts of the world, including countries with generous family policies, suggests otherwise. Today, every OECD country except Israel has and I'm guessing, what is this OECD? Does anybody know what does OECD mean? Is that an economic country or some shit? Other space concerns. I don't know. Economic. Okay. All right. We got a strong signal now, guys. I should still be back on Instagram. All right, I'm back again. I'm back again. I wasn't digging in my nose either. Okay. We gonna keep going. I ain't gonna stop. Now, I was talking about the fertility crisis that we're having, and that OECD countries, it stands for Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development. Um, so today, every OECD country except Israel has a below replacement fertility rate, and the speed of the decline during the past decade has outpaced demographers' expectations. In 2022, the average fertility rate of European Union countries was 1.46. In 2023, South Korea's was 0.72. So they not having no kids in South Korea. That shit is cooked. I mean, their civilization is crumbling. 0.72. That means ain't nobody having no kids, the lowest in the world. South Korea spent more than $200 billion over the past 16 years on policies meant to boost fertility, including monthly stipends for parents, expanded parental leave, and subsidized prenatal care. Yet its total fertility percent in that time. France spends a higher percentage of its GDP on family than any other OECD member country, but last year saw its lowest number of births since World War II. this. This really sucks, guys. I apologize. I plugged it into the router. I'm not getting nothing. So anyway, what I was saying is what these countries are gonna end up doing, they just gonna end up making babies. Okay, where they probably gonna get random samples of sperm and eggs and just start developing humans or some shit. Some weird shit is about to come because I just don't see them letting civilization totally collapse. Because that's what's gonna happen. There won't be aliens to wipe us out. We're just gonna go up in dust. And I wonder if that's what happened on Mars. It was probably humans on Mars. They stopped fucking reproducing, and you got that big red dust ball. That's probably what happened. But I'm getting out of here. I love this. I'm gonna come back on here tomorrow to talk to you guys, man. It's been nothing but love. And please go sign up for my email list at LeVarWalker.me. If you're on Instagram, that's up in my you can go right up in my bio and sign up for it. Just type in LeVarWalker.me. Sign up for the email list, man, so I could we can vibe out or I can get to know everybody and we can keep doing what we do, baby. My name is LeVar Walker, man. It's been a pleasure talking to all of y'all. Number love and peace. I'm out of here, man.